What's up? It's Kaylee Cuoco. When it comes to travel, we all have a happy place. I just went to my happy place. I just went to Maui, and it was truly amazing. Priceline has always been about getting you to your happy place for a happy price with deals you really can't find anywhere else. Like up to 60% off select hotels in Costa Rica or 5-star hotels for 2-star prices in Cabo.
Go to your happy place for a happy price. Go to your happy price, Priceline.
This is the Mistress Carrie Situation Report for July 5th, 2023. Your daily entertainment headlines, industry info, and everything rock. Avenged Sevenfold is headed to the Xfinity Center in Mansfield, Massachusetts on Wednesday, July 19th on their North American tour with Alexis on Fire. Get the link for more info and to get tickets in the show notes of this episode. The local council is now threatening to cancel next year's Download Festival over, quote, unprecedented traffic and chaos and 600 people missing flights at the local airport. Saying, quote, something's got to change for next year. Otherwise, I'll be pressing that the damn thing gets canceled. That's according to the Leicestershire City Council's Nick Rushton. This year, more than 100,000 people attended the 4-day event, but many fans traveling to the site reported long delays getting to the designated car parking areas, and now the City Council has threatened to cancel the festival. Last week, festival organizers launched an investigation into what went wrong after some ticket holders reported that it took more than 7 hours to access Donington Park, and multiple non-festival goers were also affected. Donington are pretty good operators, but they really messed it up big time, they said. Something's got to change for next year, otherwise I'll be pressing that the damn thing get canceled. Festival promoter Live Nation said that the record attendance and the increased number of cars attempting to access the site were the main contributing factors to the delays, as well as issues on the travel routes and in the parking lots, the festival site located next to the East Midlands Airport. Jasmine DeMille, the wife of rapper MF Doom, said her late husband passed away from a rare and severe reaction to blood pressure medication, a condition known as angioedema. The British-born rapper, born Daniel DeMille, died on October 31st of 2020 at the age of 49, and until now, the cause of death had not been disclosed. Jasmine said her late husband suffered from a number of health conditions, including kidney disease and high blood pressure. He was prescribed ACE inhibitors to treat the blood pressure, but after just 2 doses, he developed swelling in his mouth and throat, resulting in breathing issues. His condition deteriorated and he was placed on a respirator. Due to the pandemic, Jasmine was not allowed to be with her husband in the hospital. Foo Fighters frontman Dave Grohl found himself in an unusual situation this weekend, stranded on the side of the road because his car broke down. However, it turned into a heartwarming encounter when the tow truck driver recognized the rock icon and seized the opportunity to capture a memorable photograph together. The tow truck driver happened to be passing by and recognized Dave Grohl and pulled over to help. During a new appearance on the Metal Interview podcast, Tesla frontman Jeff Keith was asked what his secret is for keeping his voice in such magnificent shape. He responded, well, I'll tell you one secret. We started dropping down to, instead of an E, the key of E, we dropped it to E flat. On particular songs where I really sing high, I don't even know how I hit those notes back in the 80s and 90s, but I think they can drop as low as, well, there's E flat, and then you could drop as low as D on a couple of songs. We drop down a D tuning so that I can sing the same melody, but drop down a whole step. Kanye West once said that he believes Jewish people were, quote, holding him back, according to a new interview in a new documentary. The statement was made in a new BBC documentary, The Trouble with Kanye, fronted by investigative journalist Mobeen Azhar, who explores the complex journey that led Ye to become one of the most famous and creatively successful artists of his generation, but more recently to condemnation and notoriety, including his descent into anti-Semitism. The documentary features various interviews with people who have interacted with Kanye West, One of them is tech entrepreneur Alex Klein, who worked with Kanye on his last album, Donda 2. He said that West told him he was exactly like the other Jews, quote unquote. And when Klein asked him if he really believed that all Jews were working together to hold him back, Kanye West answered yes. Adele told the crowd at a Las Vegas show to, quote, stop throwing things at artists on stage following a rash of recent incidents. Recently, Bebe Rexha was hit in the face with a fan's phone requiring stitches. Pink was left stunned by a fan who threw their mother's ashes on stage. Lil Nas X had to pause a show last weekend when a fan threw a sex toy on the stage. Kelsey Ballerini was struck in the face by an item thrown at her from the crowd. And back in late 2022, Harry Styles was hit in the eye by a piece of candy while he was performing in Los Angeles. He was also struck by a flying object during a gig in Chicago. Adele sang on stage, quote, have you noticed how people are like forgetting fucking show etiquette at the moment, throwing shit on stage? Have you seen that? She said, I'll fucking dare you to throw something at me and I'll fucking kill you. Neil Young let it slip and Ask Me Anything online. Neil was asked recently if he ever considered working with Pearl Jam again. He said, quote, they are so great. I hear they're in the studio right now in Seattle. I hope we play again someday. Lots of love. Be well, Neil. And Dee Snider says his new horror movie, My Enemy's Enemy, is going to, quote, change the game again, saying the movie is very disturbing. He also said that the new horror movie, which he is both writing and directing, has been affected by the 2023 Writers Guild of America strike. Saying on a recent appearance of the SDR show, it's a very disturbing movie. It's going to change the game again, and I'm going to get to direct it. But right now, we're in the midst of a lot of union stuff, which is really stopping the whole process. So hopefully, once this all settles down, because the actors are next in line, so we'll see what happens. And that's your sit rep. For more details on all of the stories, check the links in the show notes of this episode. And don't forget to follow and subscribe to the Mistress Carrie Podcast. New full-length episodes come out every Wednesday. Episode 161 featuring Des Rocks is available now.
Pulling up to Mickey D's just for drinks? Oh yeah, that's me. Nothing extra, just perfection and a straw. Coming in hot for the coldest cups on the block. Because there are drinks. Then there are drinks from McDonald's.
Get a creamy Oreo frappe or McCafe smoothie for less with 20% off any purchase of $10 or more. Only on the app. Limited time only at participating McDonald's. Valid one time per day. Visit McDonald's app for details.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.